Hello everyone and welcome to this new lecture. Till last lecture we have discussed what the chemical reaction is. So now we are ready to discuss what is chemical equation. Okay. So as we have seen many of the chemical equations in the previous lecture, the first was very common that Mg plus O2 gives MgO and many more reaction that we have seen. Okay. So let's define it first. It is a symbolic representation of the chemical reaction in the form of symbol and formulae, where the reactants are written in the left hand side and the products are written on the right hand side. It's just a symbolic representation in which reactants, the substance that you are using to react together, and the result, whatever you get, is the product. Okay, so they should be written on left and right hand side respectively. So there are two ways of writing the chemical equation, in word form and symbolic form. So let's discuss separately how we write the chemical equation in word form and symbolic form. Okay, so in word form or word equation, in this we just write the reactants and the product in the form like this. You can see magnesium plus oxygen, that's the reactants, and give the magnesium oxide products. And if you can see the second example, zinc plus chlorine gives zinc chloride, reactants and products. There is nothing much information given in this, and along that there are many disadvantages. So let's see how we write the equation in the symbolic form. So in this we write a symbol of the element instead of such big words. Big words is not very easy to write every time, and it is also time taking. So here you can see Mg plus O2 give MgO and Zn plus Cl2 gives ZnCl2. So is there any benefits of writing in a symbolic form? So yeah, representation becomes so easy. Okay, you do not have to write such a big words. Okay, the amount of time and amount of product and reactant can be calculated accurately. Okay, so the number of reactants has been involved and number of result what you have got can be easily assessed. Okay, along that it's easy, it saves time. Okay, a single arrow between the reactants and the products tells us the reaction goes completion, while the double arrow shows that the reversible reaction. So it shows whether the reaction is reversible. When you see the double arrows, it's a reversible reaction. It can you can get the same reactants again when you do the reversion. Okay, so let's relook the reaction that we have done. Okay, so if you relook that here, Mg plus O2 gives MgO. So if we want to write LHS form and RHS separately, in LHS we have one magnesium and two oxygen. In RHS we have one magnesium and one oxygen. And you think the number of magnesium and number of oxygen, magnesium is balanced but oxygen is not equal, and it should be equal, otherwise there will be a violation of the law of conservation of mass. Okay, we cannot do these things. Okay, so basically this equation is unbalanced equation and which need to be balanced. Okay, we cannot leave equation like this. So unbalanced skeletal equation, chemical equation is also known as skeletal equation. So let's do some of the balancing and how we can do the balancing part. Let's go to that. Okay, and we will discuss it. So here I have some of the balanced or unbalanced chemical equation, but we need to think if it is balanced or not. So here I have some equations. So let's see the first equation. Okay, so although there are the two methods that had been discussed in your book, but we will discuss only hit and trial method because this is the most prominent method everyone should use. Okay, and even I use the same method every time. So I don't think there is a need of this writing such a big thing and balancing those equations. So just do it hit and trial method. Okay, so here let's see Mg is 1, oxygen in 1, oxygen is 2, and MgO, oxygen is 1 and magnesium is 1. Okay, so here the oxygen is 2 and magnesium oxygen is 1 here. So we need to do something that oxygen become balanced, and later on we will think on of magnesium. Okay, so if I put 2 here, okay, so what I get now, the magnesium become 2 and oxygen become 2, means oxygen is balanced. Now I need to balance magnesium as well. So if I put 2 here, so magnesium is also get balanced. So this is the balanced chemical equation now. Okay, and now this is not violating any law of the chemical equations. Okay, now let's move to this. Fe, 1 iron is here, but here there is 3 iron. H2, 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen balance. Oxygen 1, and here it is how much? You can see it is 4. So we need to balance it again. So let's balance the oxygen first. So if I write 4 here, okay, so oxygen is balanced now, and hydrogen become 8 now. 4 into 2 become 8. So I need to put 4 here as well to balance what? Hydrogen. Now you can see there is 8 hydrogen, 4 oxygen, and iron is still 3. Okay, so I need to balance here, and we will put 3 Fe plus 4 H2O gives Fe3O4 plus 4 H2O. Now recheck it if everything is got balanced or not. 3 Fe, okay. 8 H2, 8 H2. There is no hydrogen in here, and you can see 8 H2. Okay. Now oxygen is 4, so this equation is balanced again. Now let's see the next. Zn H2SO4, Zn H2SO4, what we have now, and ZnSO4 plus H2. So here 1 Zn, SO4 is in the same form. So let's calculate, or you can do separately sulfur and oxygen part. Okay, you can do that thing also. And hydrogen is 2, So this equation is already balanced, so we do not need to balance it. This is a balanced chemical equation. Now this is the question that has been given in your book, okay, to solve in a in-text question. So let's, barium chloride plus sodium sulfate gives barium sulfate and sodium chloride. So we need to balance it. So here barium is 1, it's balanced. Okay, chlorine is 2 and chlorine is 1, so we need to balance it. Okay, sodium is 2, sodium is 1, we need to balance that also. And sulfate is 1 here, okay, and sulfate is 1. So I just need to put 2 here and the whole thing get balanced. Now you can recheck it. Barium 1, okay, barium 1, chlorine 2, sodium 2, sulfate 1. So now this is also balanced. Now see this question, this also been asked in your in-text questions. So Na1, OH, okay, let's think separately. O1, hydrogen 1 here, okay, and 1 here, mixed 2, okay, balanced. Cl and Cl, this is also balanced. So you have seen, maybe sometimes there are equations that are previously balanced, and sometimes we need to balance the equation. So that's all for this lecture, and see you in the next lecture, and there we will discuss different types of the chemical reaction. That's all. Bye bye, take care, thank you.